Me mo bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Me betremo the bia ya na asemo ameka the duality of man, the duality of man. Na nini na no. And they say you see MPP4 they are banking on the, I don't know whether I should say it, I should call it as a fact or conjecture. But obviously there is something like that. The sense that Ghana for a referee ewo yeso. In fact, enya Ghana for pe enipa bebre a referee ewo yeso. Intia na ya na asemo ameka ne say we need to be documenting things. Okay, because a referee will nipa so. So you be a sebe o sorry na da ya wo sonkra no o tro to ho a. O de mamema o ejuma o sorry anopa bia adwen bi aba otirima na da ye bi a wo sonye bia no tro to ho. Just after 1 month, go back to Emra wo sha se wo tro no na read da ye a wo tro to be hu ne say just 1 month per ba betwe mu no bebre urefi, because every single day new information. So MPP4 they bank on that particular effect on humans, especially Ghanaians, and then they think say Ghana for ye rebe fi nyama, but ye danyame ase say internet wo ho nti ya no mo baba be kan nsem bia yen ye beko internet ne so na ya baba yi nsem na Ghana for ehu ende Afenyo Markin sorry ye kasa wa parliament and there is a return of Dumsor just 3 months into NDC government. Dumsor actually tibium, Dumsor babium 3 months into NDC government. NDC for akwakofa Dumsor aba 8 years MPP4 ebabe di o mine so no. Dumsor ni ho. They kept the light for 8 years and the MPP4 bebre in some more canon they've kept the light for 8 years. Didn't and the Dumsor chas here by Mahama Dumsor. The same Afenyo Markin. Maybe tremo. Just last year, that is why I'm telling you the duality of man. Just last year ago, Afenyo Markin in some more kind, because last year, just a year ago, okay, last year, Afenyo Markin, he was the deputy majority leader, okay. Yenti and some more Afenyo Markin, and that Afenyo Markin, I can say 3 months penny, NDC by a Dumsor abano. My mention Afenyo Markin in some more kind in around June. Last year, June. Now you can say last year, June, and do 12 months simple. June last year. Okay, June last year. I say, Afenyo Markin says, Dumsor vigil, a wake-up call for energy minister. Afenyo Markin in some more kind. I say, Dumsor vigil, and vigil. Dumsor vigil, a wake-up call for energy minister. Let me read. This was in June 2024. Afenyo Markin was talking about a vigil that was about to be held for that was about to be held. Hey, bro, for Ben, I make it king. And then, dear me, bro, we are to twap papa supan. What's the main cranny? What have I eaten? And then, dear bro, we to twap for farmers. Dear cranny. Dear Namaka, dear me, bro, we to twap papa. So see. Anyway, that's just by the way. Into or see, Dumsor vigil, right? Dumsor vigil. Let me read it. I say, majority leader Alexander Afenyo Markin believes the Dumsor must stop vigil organized by actress Yvonne Nelson will serve as a wake-up call to the energy minister Matthew Poku Prempeh to address erratic power supply. Just last year, Yvonne Nelson held vigil for Dumsor. Said Dumsor koso Ghana last year into a year demonstration. And Afenyo Markin Babeka say, sa demonstration Yvonne Nelson Eyadepa. Ebeye wake up call ama onoana ban MPP4. Or say actress Yvonne Nelson on Saturday, June 8th, led the Dumsor must stop protest. The protesters commenced the vigil at the main gate of the University of Ghana. They proceeded from the University of Ghana to the Tetekwashi roundabout, where the organizers delivered a statement. Until just last year, June, MPP4 Mokadren said they've kept the light for 8 years. The NDC by 3 months per month the Dumsor abano just last year, and this was Afenyo Markin reacting to that, telling MPP on Nankasane party MPP4 because most of them were not happy. So he was telling on one party for say, and hey, Dumsor must stop protest now. Yvonne Nelson will organize it against Yeno. idea it will keep us on our toes. Ebema Energy Minister Matthew Poku Prempe ne nia da ne ho so. This was Afenyo Markin. Another one from Afenyo Markin telling Ghanaians, okay, and this was in April just last year. April last year. Enyendu, and I mean, say your match. Yenyendu April, into yenyendu 1 year mpo. Osi Dumsor, we will resolve power challenges. This was just last year, April. Afenyo Markin telling Ghana for say Dumsor abadie. Omo no mo abaimu. Osi Dumsor abadie. Now so mbe make sure say omo be resolve the power challenges. Osi the majority leader in parliament, Alexander Afenyo Markin, has assured that the government is taking proactive steps to resolve the ongoing intermittent power outages. Afenyo Markin conveyed his confidence in the government's capacity to effectively manage and resolve the situation, citing past instances where similar challenges were successfully addressed after the administration assumed office. Speaking to journalists in Accra on Friday, the Efutu MP emphasized the government's track record of ensuring a consistent power supply, even amidst challenging circumstances. Afenyo Markin, in any event, we know that for 7 years, even during COVID-19, a critical moment, when businesses came to standstill, when government revenue came almost to zero, the government kept the lights on. So it's a real challenge we are going through. This was Afenyo Markin. Last year, Dumsor ne si wa Ghana no, a real challenges a year go through. But he was promising us, MPP for the survey. Or 7 years of no power outage in the most difficult time. And not trying to intro. So you see MPP for every single year, wamutum. Until last year was their 7th year in power. And last year, they were telling us, last year was their 8th year in power. And last year now Dumsor sin. Almost 7 years ago, Ghana for Mwanda Dumsor muda. But there are records that shows. There are records that show. Hey, and me bro Afenyo. Charlie. And the bro and the bro the subject verb agreement in Amideshi Jose. Anyway, there are records that show. Okay, there are records that show. Say within the 7 years now, we're catching and say, no, you need Dumsor krano, na Dumsor waho, and Ghanaians were complaining. Until one say a year way muno. Last year, the end was clear. So, the last 8 years, the lights were on. Meanwhile, there's a record that shows that there's a record that shows that last year, just last year, we were in deep Dumsor, and Afenyo Markin was apologizing to Ghanaians and was telling us that 7 years ago, ni Dumsor. It was 7 years of no power outage in the most difficult time in our economy. 2020, 2021, 2022. Most difficult time. Where the city was suffering, we came to a standstill. And I want to show you guys something, okay? I want to show you guys something. So, this is Google, okay? O type it, Dumsor in Ghana 2020. Because this is Afenyo Markin, who was speaking last year, 2024. And telling Ghanaians say MPP for buy for the past 7 years Ghana yenya Dumsor da. Inti na 2020 na Dumsor ni ho, 2021 na Dumsor ni ho, 2022 na Dumsor ni ho meboa. That's what the MPP is telling Ghanaians. Now just go on Google and type Dumsor in Ghana in 2020 and you see what Google will write. Into type Dumsor in Ghana in 2020 Google say in 2020 Ghana faced persistent load shedding known as Dumsor. Tio, this is Google AI. Or see, in 2020, Ghana faced persistent load shedding known as Dumsor, which caused significant economic hardship and business disruptions, leading to the government taking steps to address the issue. So, Afenyo Markin last year, when Dumsor was going on in Ghana, was telling Ghanaians, say, in 2020, 2021, 2022, we ain't Dumsor. But Google is telling us that in 2020, there was persistent Dumsor affected Ghana economy. This is what Google is saying. And These same people are telling Ghanaians, say last year, our kasa, our trend, say omo say last year, Dumsor see no mo be solve no. And then these same people are telling Ghanaians, say, oh, for almost 8 years, no, Dumsor in si Ghana. Inti Mahama ba yepe 3 months Dumsor si. This is what these people are telling us today. You see the hypocrisy of the NPP. And when I tell you, say NPP for, all they do is that omunim say nipa a refrain wo yeso. Enya just Ghana for onipa bia wo yasemu bia a refrain e wo nipa so. Ebe ya so you bia wo remfia there. That's why they tell you say the mind is not meant. There was a book I was reading. The book will tell you say the mind is not meant to keep things. That is why it is good to document. Bibia documented. It's an His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Bobi obeko bia no. Paper kakre bi hye ne ho. Pen kakre bi hye ne ho. Oh, mostly boba he no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kwa so bia no ko bebia obon se paper hye no. In fact, even Baomia cry esa. Baomia oko bebia obon se paper kakre bi hye ne ho, pen hye ne ho, because okasa ensem na omoka wo ho no. Otie a ebeye no. You see, the mind will deceive you. Why dream be say oh asem no betumi etie obeka ufri ho na ore befi. It's the important things our mo kan ho asem no, you jot it down. It's ayame they say the internet is a record keeper. The internet is a keeper of records. And then the AI aba. You don't even need to go and find the news article. And when I say ube bisa AI, say oh AI in 2020 na Dumsor wo Ghana na AI na be ma answer just like I just did. Bibisa AI say in Dumsor in Ghana in 2020 and AI neka say yes in 2020 there was Dumsor in Ghana that affected Ghanaians. It caused significant economic hardship. This is what AI is saying. But Afenyo Markin last year when he was talking about the Dumsor was telling us that there was no Dumsor in 2020, there was no Dumsor in 2021, there was no Dumsor in 2022. And today we are in 2028, they are telling us that there was no Dumsor. Today we are in 2025. They are telling us that there was no Dumsor in 2024. Meanwhile, in 2024, there was Dumsor, and this same Afenyo Markin was pleading with Ghanaians. Same Afenyo Markin, that is why I brought you these two stories. June, Dumsor demonstration. And okay, Ebema energy minister in the April. Afenyo Markin any Ghana for kasa oh you be solve problems no. Inti mu solve problems na eba ne saying ena Mahama babe di so just in less than a year. Now on 3 months. Dumsor okoso a mo se Mahama na aye. No 3 months Dumsor okoso mo se Mahama e na aye. Eyam so metumi ada Ghana for your hypocrisy will be exposed as far as we are here. Eti for Montreal mo adwen e wo comment box ni mo. That's it.